kind of spooky sounding, ain't it?
It's very appropriate for what we've got going on now. We are joined by members of the Black Mountain Paranormal Society this morning. Good morning, girls. How are you?
We are great. How are you, Ashley?
I'm good. Now, you all have, you came on our show, what was it, about April last year, April, May, sometime like that. And then now you have been pretty much everywhere. Anytime we've watched you on the news, we've seen you in the Coalfield Progress. You've been on the front page of all kinds of newspapers.
Yes.
You've had a lot of cases that you've been doing.
We have. We've been very busy. We have off and on. We'll get real busy, and then sometimes we won't hardly have a case, but when we do, it's back to back for sure.
Now, we were talking off air. You all have done now, I mean, how many cases? Into the hundreds now, I would say, or right around?
It's reaching there, yeah.
So, your favorite one thus far that you've done, tell us about that.
It's the WAXM here, and it's been our favorite. We've got the best EVP there that we've got at any case.
Now tell our listeners what an EVP is, in case they don't know.
You want to go ahead? I will. It's electronic voice phenomenon. You can actually on a voice recorder. Most people do it, and I advise not to sit around and play with a voice recorder. That's not a good thing. We've actually had clients have come to us and got advice, and it's just not good for you to sit and play with a voice recorder all the time. But yeah, it draws stuff in. Yeah, but it allows spirits or anything paranormal to communicate through any kind of a voice box or a recorder.
So now tell us about the WAXM, because you've investigated here at the radio station. We're hoping to have you back at some point. That's one of the reasons that we were so excited about you coming down today, because it gave us a lot to talk about for weeks. But the WAXM is your favorite. Tell us why.
Well, the history, it's been there for a very long time, and they are currently renovating it. So for us, ghost hunters, that's great. That when we went in, we actually had a psychic with us. So she, plus Josh, he's our sensitive, like with each other, they was awesome. We got evidence, and we actually got information that we didn't know. Like the EVPs, you guys can get online and check them out. They are awesome, and they are undisputable. Like, a lot of times we can debunk our evidence, but like I said, they're renovating it right now, and we are actually going back because when we did the case, we said no doubt these workers are going to have some experiences, and we'd love to hear about them.
And now you do private cases as well as, I guess, whatever it is that you all find. Tell us about how people can get in touch with you with private cases.
Well, with any private case, or we also do business cases, residential, anything. We do a lot, but you can get on our Facebook. I think we can link it over to you guys. It'll be on you guys' page. We also I have a phone number. I have 276-639-8579. You can contact me there. And we're everywhere, so if you see our decals on our vehicles, that's us. Give us a honk, and you'll see other people with their decals. We have a lot of fans, and we appreciate them very much because it's helped us get this far. We're trying to reach 1,000 likes on our Facebook too, guys, so remember that. We're almost there. I mean, getting close to 800 right now, so we're getting there. Yeah, we've reached out to a lot of people.
Now, you do cases in Southwest Virginia, Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, and East Tennessee. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. We want to reach out, but there's a lot of history in this area that people we didn't even know about. We're getting ready to do a case in Pound with Dr. Lawrence, I think Haddon, south of the mountain down there used to be called Haddonfield after him. He was a doctor, and the house has been there since the 1800s, so we're excited to get in there and get a little piece of history.
Well, what are they saying roams there? Is it Dr. Haddon himself?
You know what, I think so, because the guy that lives there is getting tended to. He's he's been sick, and when he gets sick, something tucks him into bed. So that should be pretty interesting.
That should be very, very interesting. Now, as far as private case, what's the most interesting thing that you all have done so far?
Well, I think the one that sticks out for us and kind of says this is why we do it is we have a little girl. She was seeing things, and she was having a lot of issues. She wouldn't sleep in her own bed, and we went in, did our investigation, and helped her to kind of show her how to control that.
And I think ever since then, I think she's been fine and hasn't seen nothing.
Oh, no, she
ever
hasn't.
since we went there and helped her out. And not only do we do cases, we also give out, like, information and help people advice to help them.
Oh yeah, we get plenty of messages a day on our Facebook about what should I do. If you guys are in that position that you need advice, go ahead. We're here.
Do you think a lot of people just need that closure of what am I hearing, what am I seeing?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Who is this, what do they want? And then maybe after they find out, even if it does continue to occur, it kind of gives them, some peace of knowing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like we had one case, and the woman was having experiences, and we actually got her grandfather on EVP.
Oh, yeah.
And she came to find out.
That was a James Hibbett case.
Yeah.
The author James Hibbett, that's when we went over in Jenkins and done that case. And we wasn't there for her to hear her grandfather, but it came across on the EVPs, and she just poured, she started crying. And that's awesome when we can get that. And it is closure for them. And a lot of people don't believe in the paranormal, and when they start having these experiences, they start, shutting it out as the door, the air, the wind blowing, is shutting the doors, and but we have a lot that want us to come in, and which we do. We're scientific as we believe in ghosts, but we come in as a scientific.
Yeah, we don't automatically go somewhere and say, oh, it's haunted. We go in and
Right. It's like being a doctor. You don't go in and diagnose somebody without checking them out.
So, and I'm sure you get a lot that you go and you find, well, this is your furnace kicking on. It causes this door to close.
Exactly.
We have definitely done that.
And also with smells, we get a lot because, when I'm doing paperwork and I sit down and interviewing people, I'm like, do you have certain smells? And could that be debunked? Because we've been on a case before where I'm sitting there like, where is that smell coming from? So I'm sniffing around the house like a hell dog. And it come back to a filter, actually, furnace filter. So it was putting through the smell.
I grew up in an older house that had a weird smell of cookies baking, and we never made cookies. And that's one of those things I'm wondering.
Childhood for Adam right here.
That's why we love Adam so much. We just can't get enough.
So, but you did recently make a trip over to Kingsport to check out the Sensible Tunnel, and of course, it's kind of hard to do anything with it when it is flooding.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
When we went down there, it's kind of like we've just come off a break, and it was exciting to get down there and out of the house and doing what we do, and it was interesting. A lot of people has investigated down there, and a lot of history down there, and so it was nice to go down there because we've had people asking for a long time for us to go down there.
So, and you said you do plan on going back, maybe if we get some dry spells in the summer.
Oh, yeah, because, there's no way to capture any EVPs or anything. We're in the tunnel and we're screaming at each other just to hear each other.
So, now where do you plan on going from here? Do you look at, what's your next biggest case that you might come up with?
Well, you know what? It comes.
We take it day by day.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes, we didn't think we'd be in the paper as much as we was last year, and we're very grateful because our services are free and we are nonprofit, so everything comes out of our pocket, which we don't care. That's why we're here, to help people, and we just want to, like I said, help people.
And another
get out
thing
there.
is, if somebody is having some major problems and it's an emergency situation, especially with children.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
It's priority.
even if we're booked, we don't care. We will drop what we're doing and get and help you out as
Yeah,
as
because we know how it is. I mean, I know how it is. Mina knows how it is. We got kids. We know exactly, and we've been there with cases before.
So do you have your eyes on any buildings, any land here in Southwest Virginia that you'd like to get in touch with?
We've been wanting to get, because, it's a big legend around here is the orphanage out wise. And a lot of people say it's not haunted, and a lot of people do say it's haunted, and we'd love to do a picture op, because we're looking to do new pictures, and we would love to get that. And I don't know exactly who to contact, and I've tried to contact people, but hopefully they'll hear us.
Hopefully hopefully they will.
And WAXM.
So now, when you did investigate the building here, of course, I wasn't on the morning show with you yet on that. How did things go here? Was they something here, or are we just living in the morning?
No, you know what? Matt and Chris was upstairs, and I know they seen, or Matt seen a shadow person up or in the hallway going down the stairs there. But also on the balcony at the Opry. It's really. When you go in there, and this is coming from Ghost Hunters, it is kind of creepy in there.
It is.
Yeah, I think so too. Because you're lucky now that if I have to go up there to find something, they've put these lights all the way through upstairs. Before, there was one little screw-in light, and that was on the stairs, and that was all the lights you had for the whole upstairs of the building. So it used to be kind of freaky if I had to go up there and rummage through
the
parts.
crow's nest is kind of freaky because it was me and you and Josh was sitting up there in the balcony, and I know some of the members was downstairs, and they had seen up on stage and seen somebody walking behind us. Yeah, and I was like, nuh-uh. Ain't nobody up here but us.
So we do get some weird things here. And now you've said that you want to get into the orphanage. What about something big? And a lot of people know this. Have you ever thought about going over to Louisville and going
Waverly? We've had many people ask us. We'd love to go. Definitely, because a lot of people has asked us, and that's something we look at too as the fans. A lot of people request us and say, hey, we'd love to see you guys go here, and we'd love to go too. And, that takes a lot of planning for us. And, like I said, it's a lot of planning, but we definitely want to go.
So if they go on that one, they're going to have an extra member.
Yeah. We'd love to have you. You're the merrier. You've been good to us, Adam.
So
we'll bring Ashley, too.
We've talked about it off air about going over there, which that's one of her favorite little towns as well. But she had never heard of Waverly Hills until I brought it up one morning, and then, of course, started digging in. And
now I'm like an expert in it because she showed me all kinds of stuff about it. It would be an absolutely great trip. But, you all are welcome here. Anytime you want to come, we can all wait till you have come back here and investigate, and then we'll have you back on the program soon after that. We're just so excited by what you're doing right now, and like I said, we're glad you kind of started here with us. And then went out and did all the different media after that, and we're just glad to have you back here.
Oh, we're excited to be here. Yeah, we thank you all for giving us our big break. That helped. Doing this helps. Being here and then taking off, it's a lot of work. We tried to get out and do a lot of publicity work. We went to the library and done a little presentation up there. It was awesome. We had a small group. We didn't have a lot of time to do a little PR for that, but we love doing it. So if you guys want to have us out to show off our equipment or talk about what we do, kind of explain how we do things, we'd love to do that, and we do that for free.
And people can get in touch with you by going to, you have a website and on Facebook. Tell us what those are.
We do. It's www.facebook.com/Black Mountain Paranormal Society, or you can go to the search bar there. And our webpage is Black Mountain Paranormal .t15.org, right? Yes. Or you can find it on our Facebook. I get a little tongue-tied, but you can go on our Facebook and find it there in our About Me. And also on Facebook, you can go see our pictures from past cases and videos. We have videos on there from... we try to video each one of our investigations. They're not grade A video, but it's for you guys, and it helps us to get the word out, and that's the reason we have a Facebook, is to get the word out to people that might not know we're here. And also, you can go to YouTube and type in our name, and our videos will pop up, and you can watch them. Yep, I actually Googled ourselves. It was awesome. Yeah, it is. It is awesome.
She's all about Googling people.
I'm a Googler.
So, well, guys, thank you so much for coming in with us this morning, and, of course, keep us posted on anything, and anything we can help you with, we'll certainly try our best here at WAXM. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more Hot New Country in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Come to Freedom Ford Lincoln in Wise, Virginia during Ford Truck Month.